14:55 showing on the clock in the first half. The game is tied up at 7-all. These are the remaining home games for Illinois State University. The next home game will be against Tulsa on January 8th, and then 3 days later against Wichita 7 on the 11th, against Wichita State, rather.
Al, with the new year comes a new Missouri Valley Conference basketball season, and you won't want to miss the action as the Redbirds compete against the Valley Powers early in 1988. Good tickets still available for the Redbird games against Tulsa, January 8th, and Wichita State, January 11th. For your tickets, call 438-8000.
Thank you, Jay. Tony Hollifield with the basketball. He got the last bucket for the Redbirds. Now Sonny Roberts to Randy Blair. Roberts, Hollifield, scoots, fakes once, back to Roberts. Sonny had the shot. Now he'll take it on the pull-up and score. He literally bulled his way in there, and he has 2 points.
Al, it couldn't be much more even in the early going here. Both are 50% from the floor and the free throw line. One more turnover for the Flames so far.
System with the miss, the Redbirds with the rebound. 9-7, Redbirds by 2. Hollifield is inside, shoots, scores, and is fouled. I believe that's on Derek Johnson. That'll be his first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Flames. And Tony will go and try for the three-point play. Tony is hitting 64% from the field and 51% from the free throw line, almost 52%.
Substitution 42.
Joe Jackson into the lineup for David System for the Flames.
System and Hollifield shoots 1 shot.
Jackson hasn't seen much action, but is averaging 2.5 points a game. 12-7. Tony Hollifield with 7 points. That's Jackson to Delaney. Now Jett faked the shot, wanted the three-pointer, but Blair was out of him quickly. It's heads-up defense on Blair's part because so often he's got to be the help man on the inside. So when that ball goes outside, he's got to get to it soon. Ricky Jackson into the lineup for Illinois State in place of Cliff Peterson. Delaney. Now Chambers outside, hits it. Chambers has 4, both from outside, and we have a warning on Johnson. Evidently hit the basketball after it went through the net. Next time he does that, they'll be called for a technical. 13:28, the clock is running. The Redbirds by 3, 12-9. Ricky Jackson. Roberts. Now Jackson. Randy Blair, now to Coleman. Sonny Roberts. Redbirds have everybody outside. Now it goes to Jackson. They'll try to set it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Randy Blair. Sonny Roberts. Sonny handling the basketball. Gets inside, shoots, and has it blocked, and he gets fouled.
Substitution for UIC.
Eddie Hall for the Flames comes in for Willie Jett.
Hall replaces Willie Jett.
And then Cliff Peterson will come back in for Illinois State.
Number 45, Nate Chambers, that's his first. The third team foul is 32, Cliff Peterson. Returns for the Redbirds. He replaces Gerard Coleman. This is 44, Sonny Roberts at the line, shooting 2.
Last foul was on Chambers, his first. Sonny with 2 shots, and he hits the first one. Boy, it got quiet. Sonny now with 4 points. 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. 12 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Second one. Good. Delaney to Johnson. Now to Jackson. Working on Hollifield. To Delaney, off his hands, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Redbirds. Give Ricky Jackson some credit on that. He pressured that outside pass and caused the turnover. Roberts to Peterson. Dipsy doodle for 2. Cliff now has 4. The Redbirds with a 7-point lead, 16-9. Chambers to Eddie Hall. Delaney, now Hall. Johnson, driving inside, blocked by Hollifield, out of bounds. It will belong to the Flames. Good defense by Tony Hollifield. They won't get it in time.
5-second violation.
That's turnover number 4 against 1 for the Redbirds. Redbirds did that to Chicago State on Tuesday night also. At a key point in the game, I might add. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Redbirds by 7, 16-9. Playing excellent defense and playing a fairly good ball game. Ricky Jackson. Sonny Roberts. Inside Peterson. Nowhere to go. Goes to Hollifield. Fakes a couple of times. Scoots it up and scores. Hollifield with 7. Make that 8. Delaney with the basketball. 11 and a half minutes to go. Redbirds with their largest lead have doubled the Flames, 18-9. Jackson. Roberts going to be called for the foul. And I think that they simply called that because Sonny came over from behind and simply hit the ball, just smacked it into the ground. And the referee figures he must have hit somebody, although it wasn't quite the case. It didn't look like he hit anybody from here. Rod Coleman into the lineup. Tony Hollifield will sit down. And Tony has 11 points. 9 points, excuse me. Stolen away by Roberts. Well, that time, Roberts took a more gentle swipe at it and caught hold of some of it. Peterson in the corner. A dribble it up, and he gets it blocked. That's what I'm talking about, shot fakes. You need to get those guys off their feet first, because otherwise they'll block those shots on you. Some action inside between Chambers and Johnson, and we're going to have a foul called on Chambers inside, I believe. Yes, indeed. Sonny Roberts is frustrating Nate Chambers right now. And Matt Taphorn gets up to come off the bench.
45, Nate Chambers, his second substitution for the Redbirds. 34, Matt Taphorn into the lineup.
And that hand is for Matt Taphorn.
Taphorn replaces.
He has been out with a stress fracture.
45, Tony Hollifield back in replacing Gerard Coleman.
One of the key to Matt's thinking right now is don't try to do too much. He hasn't seen much action. He hasn't seen really any action. So he's got to be very careful about what he does now. Goes to Tony Hollifield. 10 and a half minutes to go. Blair, Taphorn to Blair. Inside Hollifield. Has it knocked away, gets it to Taphorn. He was tempted to shoot. Matt can shoot from out there. Peterson, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Knocked away, and it'll be picked up by Hall. Second turnover on the Redbirds. Chambers, little shot, doesn't go in. Johnson goes high in the air. He has 7. You have to keep him off the boards. 10 minutes to go. The Redbirds have yet to try a three-point play, and we are halfway through the first half. That's the difference between having Harris in there and not having him in there. Peterson, baseline jumper, doesn't go. Rebound. Jackson shoots and hits. Jackson with his first 2. 20-11, 9:35 to go. John Pemberton up off the bench to come into the ball game. Blocked by Jackson, but he's called for the foul. Boy, Jackson did a stupid job of getting over there.
53, John Pemberton is in. Pemberton replaces Cliff Peterson. The foul is on number 43, Ricky Jackson. That's his first, and the third team foul.
There you see Sonny Roberts sitting down. John Pemberton came in for Sonny.
Chambers to shoot.
Chambers has 2 shots. Hits the first. And the second one doesn't get it. 20-12. Redbirds by 8. 9:20 on the clock. Randy Blair to Sonny, rather to John Pemberton. John had just turned the other way when that happened. Blair. Now the Redbirds have to acclimate themselves to be with Matt Taphorn. They had spent all preseason practicing with him, and when he left because of the stress fracture, they had to get used to playing without him, then playing with each other. Now that he's back in the lineup again, have to get used to the fact that he's in the lineup. 9:05. Redbirds almost turned that over. 45 seconds now on the shot clock as they reset it. Redbirds have a 20-12 lead. 9 minutes to go now. Blair inside. Gets it out to Ricky Jackson. One bounce up with it. No good. Hollifield rebounds. He's fouled. And it looks like it's going to be on Johnson. I'll make that. Yes, it is Johnson. He has 2.
Foul is on 55, Eric Johnson. His second.
Delaney back in the lineup, and here comes Cliff Peterson.
Number 30, Jeff Delaney back in for the Flames. And number
as the game goes along, we'll try to get some replay for you.
The Redbirds, 32, Cliff Peterson. Replacing Randy Blair.
Randy Blair out of the lineup. Cliff Peterson back in. To Delaney. Corner is Hall. Now Chambers back outside to Hall. Inside he goes. Just throws up a prayer, and Hollifield comes down with a missed shot. Redbirds still by 8, led by as much as 9. Taphorn, three-point attempt, doesn't go. Jet dishes it off to Hall. Hall is fouled by Pemberton. John with his first.
Illinois State foul is on 53, John Pemberton, his first. The 4th team foul on the Redbirds.
Well, the way I saw when John came over, John had his arms straight up, never even brought him down, but they still called him for the contact. Hall is at the free throw line. Gets the first. That's his first point. 20-13, 8 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Second one doesn't go, and Pemberton rebounds. John has definitely put on some muscle this year. Very strong player. Now has to get used to the fact that he has it and learn how to use it. Just about 8 minutes to go. Inside Peterson. He turns and gets the bucket. Peterson with 6. Inside of 8 minutes now. 22-13. Delaney swings it around the Jet. Only one three-point attempt tried tonight. Taphorn called with the foul. That's his first. And guess the fans don't like that call. Delaney will trigger the inbounds pass to Jet. Skip pass to Delaney. Now back out to Hall. Gets it to Jet. He can shoot from there and hits the three-pointer.
For 3 points.
That's his first bucket, and it's a three-pointer. Ricky Jackson with the basketball. Redbirds with a 6-point lead. Peterson. To Jackson. Now Taphorn. And we have a foul inside on Chambers, I believe. Somebody holding inside.
Foul is on 33.
Evidently Eddie Hall. Hall's first. He dropped down inside to help out.
Replacing Matt Taphorn.
See if we can see right here where the foul was. See number 33 Hall? Well, we didn't see it because it was off to the left of your screen right when the ball was passed outside to Pemberton. Matt Taphorn sits down. Ricky Jackson to Randy Blair. Skip pass to Peterson. Now to Blair. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Randy saw the ball, saw the play too soon, tried to hit Pemberton flashing up in the lane, but Jet anticipated that pass and hit him. Jet called for travel. No, they called a blocking foul on Jackson. Ricky Jackson second. 6:48 now left to go. Redbirds still by 6, 22-16.
16 foul.
Redbirds have Pemberton, Peterson, and Hollifield on the front line, and Jackson and Blair at the guard position. Have gone 8 deep so far. Coleman, Roberts, and Taphorn sit on the bench. They've been in the ball game. Hall misses the shot. Score stays the same. And he missed both free throws. Randy Blair comes down with it to Jackson. 6:40 on the clock. Jackson picked it up probably a little too soon, but gets it to Peterson. Lap pass to Pemberton. His shot, bank shot, score. John with his first 2. Down below to Chambers. He gets fouled, but they don't call it. Now it goes to Blair. Blair on the drive. Shoots, banks, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound, but loses away to Eddie Hall. Peterson back on defense. Stole it away, then knocked it away by Pemberton and picked up by Tony Hollifield. 7 turnovers for the Flames and 4 for Illinois State. Inside of 16 minutes. Redbirds by 8. 24-16. Randy Blair with the basketball. Now we have a foul inside called on John Pemberton. A blocking foul. That's his second.
As is 55, Derek Johnson. Last foul was on 53, John Pemberton. His second, his 17th foul.
Let's see if we can pick up the replay here. Oh, we just got it a little too late. John Pemberton had called for a blocking foul as he moved out, is what he really did. Moved out to the side to screen Jet. They called him for a moving screen, which is a foul. And Willie Jet will go to the free throw line. It's the first one. Jet now with 4 points. Jet will have the second free throw coming his way. Doesn't get it. Haverton rebounds. John goes up much stronger than he did a year ago. You can see the little bit of seasoning paying off with him. Ricky Jackson with the basketball by Delaney in the lane. Inside Hollifield. He is fouled by Johnson. If that's Johnson, I have him for 3. And Tony will go to the free throw line again.
55, Derek Johnson, his third.
Tony has 1 free throw so far, and that was at the tail end of a 3-pointer and 9 points.
In for the Flames, replacing Johnson. 45, Tony Hollifield at the line. 2 shots.
His shot is no good. 24-17, Redbirds by 7. Second shot by Tony, doesn't go. Rebound tipped in, and I think Pemberton will get credit for it, but I think the tip in was actually by Chambers. John will take it. 4 points for John Pemberton. Shot from outside doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Peterson. Peterson on the move to Randy Blair. Twists around Jet and goes to Jackson. Now to Blair. To Pemberton. Inside, fakes a couple times, banks and scores. 6 points for John. I believe that's a career high.
He's throwing his weight around in there tonight.
Definitely feeling his Wheaties. And he's a strong kid. Another block. Rebound comes off to Chicago. Jet with a bank shot. It doesn't go. Rebound by Holifield. Now to Jackson. Peterson to Jackson. Redbirds by 11 points. Under Holifield, Pemberton shoots, scores. Pemberton with 8, and a timeout call. Timeout. 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first half, and the Redbirds have opened up a 13-point lead, 30-17. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable. 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first half. Redbirds have a 13-point lead. The Flames of U of I Chicago have the basketball. It is 30-17. U of I has made some lineup changes. That's Willie Jett in the lineup for a three-point shot, and he hits it.
Willie Jett for 3.
His second three-pointer in 2 attempts. 4 minutes to go, and it cuts the lead down to 10. 30-20. Ricky Jackson. Now to Blair. Pressured outside by Jett. Gets it to Jackson. Now to Holifield, and he is fouled from behind by Chambers. And I have Chambers with 2. If it's on here. Watch Chambers come over the back of Holifield as Holifield flashes up, and there's the foul just as he reached in.
It's 1-1. Tony Holifield at the line for the Redbirds.
ISU leading on rebounds 15-11 so far, so a little better than against Chicago State before. 13 for 21 from the field. About the same as Illinois Chicago, and pretty much the same at the free throw line.
Another man in the lineup, Hank Runge.
First time for UIC. He replaces
0-0. That's his first time in the lineup. Tony Holifield at the free throw line. Hits his first and goes for the second, but doesn't get it. Runge comes off of the rebound. 3:41 now to go. Redbirds by 11, 31-20. Jett with the basketball. And another three-point attempt. Doesn't even draw iron by John Vieg. Three and a half minutes to go. Redbirds have the basketball. Jackson. Blair. Skip pass. Peterson. Jumper. Good. Peterson with 8. That's Willie Jett. Down the Runge, back outside Jett. Three-pointer, good. Jett now has 3 of those. He has 9 points. 33-23, has narrowed it down to 10 again. 2:50 to go in a half. Jackson down low to Holifield. Double team to Jackson, looking to reverse it. Goes instead to Coleman. Coleman's jumper doesn't go. Holifield rebounds, and a foul called inside on Sysom. I believe that'll be his second.
Substitution for UIC, number 44, Darrell Ellaby is into the game. He replaces Bayou.
Here's the foul. He got shoved, and Holifield got shoved right when he went up for that.
45, Tony Holifield is at the line.
So now Tony goes to the free throw line again. Again, coming into the game, Tony hitting just over 50%. 15-29 coming into it. Has 11 points now as he puts down his third free throw. Averaging coming into the game 13 points, so he's 2 points away from that. Second one is good. Matt Chaphorn back in the lineup. He'll replace Ricky Jackson. Redbirds by 12, 35-23. 12 points now for Holifield. Jett with the basketball. Delaney, then the Jett. Now Sysom to Jett. scoots it inside to Runge. Little hook shot, doesn't go anywhere. Sysom rebounds and called for the foul. It's on Taphorn. That'll be Matt's second foul.
Foul is on 34.
Here's the foul. We'll watch the ball inside, and Taphorn hits Sysom on the arm from behind.
Number 32.
Call for the foul.
Goes to the line for UIC. 2 shots.
35-23, Redbirds by 12. Sysom with 2 free throws, and he missed the first. Sysom hasn't seen a lot of action. 3 out of 7 coming into the game at the free throw line, 43%. And he missed both of those. Peterson rebounds. Still a 12-point lead. Taphorn to Blair. I think this crowd will probably erupt when Taphorn gets his first bucket. Got a very good hand when he came in. Good to see him in the game, although obviously not going to play all that much. Blair, Taphorn, skip pass to Peterson. Inside, Coleman, bank shot and scores. Beautiful feed by Cliff Peterson. Gerard's first 2 points. That's Delaney. Now Jet. Blair working on him. Now Delaney. Sysom. Knocked away by Taphorn. Shot clock at 20 still. Jet with the basketball. Nobody really had possession of that, so they did not reset the shot clock. Jet, 3-point shot, doesn't go. And a foul inside on Runge. Runge's first. Well, that time Jet got hit after the shot.
UIC foul at 0-0. Hank Runge. That's his first.
1 minute and 17 seconds left to go in the first half. 37-23. Gerard Coleman will go to the free throw line. Coleman 0 for 2 there this year.
Gerard Coleman at the line for the Redbirds. 1-1.
1-1 bonus. And he missed it. Runge rebounds. 37-23. Redbirds by 14, their largest lead. Delaney faked the shot. Taphorn stayed on his feet. Now they go to Runge with it. He's at the baseline. Now Delaney shoots over Taphorn, doesn't get it, and Peterson rebounds. Blair looking to drive in the lane. Turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rebound, fought for it. Coleman is going to be called over the back. I believe it's on Gerard. That'll be his first.
52, Gerard Coleman.
It is Gerard Coleman.
First. It's 1-1 for UIC. 0-0. Hank Runge at the line for the fight.
Runge at the free throw line. His first attempt this game, and he's 2 out of 4 for the season. Missed it. Taphorn with a rebound. Will bring it up himself to Peterson. In the lane, Hollifield shoots, hits it, and foul.
Out the basket by Tony Hollifield.
14 points for Tony Hollifield.
Number 44, Terrell Bellamy, his first.
Derek Stokes will come into the lineup.
42, Joe Jackson in for UIC. He replaces Sysom. Hollifield for 1 shot.
39-23. Redbirds by 16.
35.
Derek Stokes in for Matt Taphorn.
For Illinois State. He replaces Matt Taphorn.
44. Number 34, Matt Taphorn, one of the 4 seniors in the lineup on the team for the Redbirds. So 2 of the 4 seniors are really kind of like at half-mast when you call him Jeff Harris out with illness. And Matt Taphorn out with a stress fracture, or barely into the game with a stress fracture. Willie Jett looking for a screen to get an open shot. Cannot do so because Peterson jumped out on him. That's Jackson now. Throws it out of bounds as it went off of Delaney's hands. 12 seconds to go. 39-23. Taphorn back in the lineup.
Taphorn back in, replacing Stokes.
Stokes will leave. Ten seconds to go. Blair to Hollifield. Jump shot. Baker, good. Hollifield with 16 points. And at halftime, the Redbirds have taken a 41-23 lead. We'll come back and look at these statistics and recap the first half in just a minute. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable. And we're back at halftime as the Redbirds have a 41-23 lead. The Redbirds have played fairly well here in the first half and have not too many turnovers. Jay Groves at my side has been keeping some statistics, and Jay, some of the things that have come to light is the balanced scoring on the part of the Redbirds.
That is correct. They're shooting 63% from the floor so far, only 33% for U of IC Flames, so they're kind of flaming out so far. The big story, of course, Tony Hollifield, already 3 points over his game average with 16 points, and some great play in the going from Pemberton there. 4 straight buckets, 8 points for him for tonight.
Now, some of those buckets were credit to some very good assists on the inside. One from Tony Hollifield that I can remember particularly that spotted John open. But John has done a good job of getting himself open. Same token, the Redbirds have shot fairly well from the field, while at the same time limiting U of I Chicago to not very well, 33% as you mentioned. Redbirds have a 41-23 lead at halftime. And we mentioned once before that Jeff Harrison will not see action in this basketball game because of illness. Matt Taphorn expected to see limited action, has done that, and has not yet scored in this basketball game. The score is 41-23, and we're going to take another break and then come back. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable.
One of the nicest things about shopping at Grimm's is our low price guarantee. It's free if we don't beat your best price. That makes shopping for GE appliances a whole lot easier at Grimm's. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, dishwashers, and microwaves. You'll find a GE model that's right for you at Grimm's. And with our low price guarantee, you won't have to worry about paying too much before or after the sale. Why not get it all at Grimm's? Price, service, selection, and satisfaction.
Honda has been ranked as the #1 car in America in the Consumer Satisfaction Index, ahead of all domestic cars, ahead of all other import cars, surpassing Mercedes-Benz. Maybe that's why Honda was also the #1 selling import car in McLean County in 1986. When you want the car that's ranked #1, come to Brad Barker Honda, now at our new location at the corner of Veterans Parkway and GE Road in Bloomington. Brad Barker.
Moberly & Klenner's collection of Palm Beach suits and sport coats are the very best of American style. Enjoy the elegant styling of the 365 suit in a season-spanning blend of polyester and worsted wool. The 365 suit was created to be worn comfortably all year long for work, travel, and leisure. Quality and good looks you'll be proud to wear. The 365 suit by Palm Beach. Yours to enjoy 365 days a year. Ask for the 365 suit at Moberly & Klenner, Eastland Mall.
We're at halftime, just about ready to start the second half with the Redbirds leading 41-23. Redbirds are shooting 63% from the field. U of I Chicago officially 8 out of 21. That maps out to 38%. Redbirds are out rebounding the Flames 19 to 14. That's somewhat promising from the standpoint that the Redbirds have at times been out rebounded by quite a bit. Coming into the game, Redbirds were 2-3 and have lost 3 games to some pretty good teams, 2 notably of which are considered good teams nationwide. The Redbirds opened the season with a loss against highly touted Purdue, as you see right there, 68 to 61, lost by 7 points. DePaul, as you see right below that, was the 3rd game into the season, lost by 21 points, 76 to 55. Before that, they went up to Wisconsin Green Bay and lost 61-53 before breaking that 3-game streak against St. Louis 61-58 in a tough matchup, and then beating Illinois State, or rather Chicago State, over Chicago State 70 to 54 before coming into this game. Redbirds, as we mentioned, 2-3 on the campaign.
Lady Redbird basketball. Coach Jill Hutchinson's Lady Redbirds are flying high this season with 3 wins against Big Ten Conference opposition. You can follow the Lady Birds as they begin Gateway Conference play against Western Illinois at Horton Fieldhouse December 28th and continuing December 30th against Bradley. For tickets to the Lady Redbird basketball, call the Athletic Ticket Office at 438-8000.
We're just seconds away from the second half, and a reminder, this is the second broadcast of 7 that we will have for Illinois State University. And keep track of Jim Barnhart's Panagraph articles to determine which games we will be doing. We'll be doing several Missouri Valley games on a tape delay basis, including some non-conference games against Butler and Creighton.
One of the big statistics, Al, that we should point out in the first half here, only 1 3-point attempt for the Redbirds, and it was a miss. They're counting on the inside play instead of the play from Jeff Harris, who, as we mentioned, is out with some sort of flu. A few 3-pointers for the U of IC Flames, mostly by Jett.
Willie Jett came in here noted for his 3-point ability. He had 3 out of 4 in that first half. Coming into the game, though, not as many as you might expect. He had attempted 12 coming into the game, had hit 6 of them, but again, he's been out with an injury. Started only 2 games, played in only 3 coming into this one. Delaney tried 27 3-pointers coming into this game, hit on 10 of them. It'll be U of I basketball starting the second half. The Redbirds start with Jackson, Blair, Peterson, Hollifield, and Coleman, while Delaney, Jett, Chambers, Johnson, and Hall will be starting for the Flames. Delaney's free right away, will take the jumper and hits. And don't know where Ricky Jackson got lost, and I thought that it might have been Jackson. Delaney with the 2-pointer, that's his first 2 points of the game. 41-25, Redbirds by 16. Blair, Peterson, and foul on Chambers. Chambers definitely in foul trouble with 4.
UIC foul.
That's his first this half.
His 4th. First team foul.
And Gerard Coleman will go to the free throw line. Mentioned that Coleman 0 for 2 on the season coming into this game at the free throw line, and 0 for 1 in this game, and now 0 for 2. Gerard Coleman from North Chicago, Illinois. Matter of fact, he played for a coach, Rufus Woods, that I used to play against in high school. Don't say it, Jay. 42-25. I went to Waukegan, which is bordered just like Bloomington Normal. The 2 cities were separated by a street, and the rivalries were intense, believe me. Coleman called for the foul. He has 2.
ISU foul on 52, Gerard Coleman.
See if we can pick up where the foul is.
Foul on the half. No shot.
On the inside on Coleman, evidently a pushing foul, as he fouled Runge, a non-shooting foul, and the Flames will throw the ball inbounds. Delaney on the inbounds pass. Now to Johnson. Inside, Runge shoots and fouled on Blair. Body up. think they called him for bodying into Johnson. Randy Blair with his first. Randy Blair had that typical disgust look on his face after the foul, and I think more with the call than with himself. Probably didn't understand where the foul was. Boy, U of I from the free throw line, not very good. That's putting it bluntly. 4 out of 13 the first half, and 0 for 2 this half.
Runge can't hit a thing.
He's 0 for 3 from the free throw line now. Redbirds by 17. 19 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Peterson. Blair. Peterson. Now to Blair. Tried to lob it down low to Peterson, and Johnson was right there. That's Hall with the basketball. Peterson looking to get it back, hustling as he tried to save it in bounds. It'll belong to the Flames. Flames throw it in bounds. Long jumper doesn't go. Runge tries to swat at the rebound and kicks it out to Jet. So the Flames had another shot at it, trailing by 17. Lob pass inside Johnson. Bank shot scores. His first 2 this half. The Redbirds have the basketball. Jackson to Peterson. Jackson charging. Having for 3. 18:06.
Ricky Jackson, his third. The third team foul is 34. Matt Taphorn.
Team foul number 3.
Replacing Ricky Jackson.
Ricky Jackson will sit down. Matt Taphorn back in the lineup. Approaching the 18-minute mark, 42-27, Redbirds by 17, led by 18, rather by 15, led by 18 at half. Layup. Boy, somebody got lost. Eddie Hall just waltzed in. 13-point lead, 42-29. Randy Blair to Peterson. Now Taphorn. Blair. Peterson faked the shot. Down low, Coleman. Dropped it once, gets it back to Cliff. Now to Taphorn. Foul called on Hall. Hall with his second.
Follows on 33, Ed Hall, his second team foul.
Non-shooting foul, and Taphorn will trigger inbounds. There you see head coach Bob Donewald barking out some orders. Inbounds pass to Blair. Now Taphorn. Dribble, then back to Blair. Coleman, baseline. Back into a zone, 2-3 zone of the Flames. They'll play a 2-3 and a 1-2-2 from time to time. Second three-point attempt doesn't go, and rebound fought for and picked up by Hall. Redbirds have scored 1 point so far this half, and it's 3 minutes old. Delaney, traveling. Inside of 17 minutes. Only point this half for the Redbirds. Matter of fact, I said they scored 1.
Gerard Coleman got that one on a free throw.
That's right. Coleman on a free throw. That one doesn't go. Hall rebounds. Dive on the floor for Hollifield. Good hustle by Tony.
Illinois takes possession.
The arrow pointing on the direction of the Redbirds. And I got a feeling that we have a traveling call before the jump ball call. I think they called Hollifield for traveling because of the way he was moving with the basketball while laying on the floor. So the turnover will go to the Flames. Turnover number 8 on the part of the Redbirds. Jet with the basketball. Dribbles into the corner. Nowhere to go with it. Hollifield tried for the steal. Johnson's jumper good. Johnson with 10. The Redbirds is still yet to score a bucket. We're almost 4 minutes into the half. It is 42-31, Redbirds by 11. Taphorn. Blair, now to Peterson. Redbirds having trouble punching it inside. Peterson, jumper, good. Peterson with 10. His first 2 this half, and the Redbirds' first rebound, or rather first bucket this half. Sonny Roberts up off the bench. He'll come in the next opportune time. Redbirds by 13 again, 44-31. Hall, Delaney, three-point jumper, good. His first three-pointer.
3 points.
He has 5 points in the half, 5 points on the game. Randy Blair. 15:25 to go. Hollifield inside. Taphorn has it blocked, but he is fouled by Delaney.
Substitution. For Illinois State, 44, Sonny Roberts checks in.
Matt will go to the free throw line for the first time this game. Watch Matt flash into the middle, go up against Delaney. You see Delaney getting him from the side, and so Matt will go for 2.
13 foul, it's a 2-shot foul. 34, Matt Taphorn at the line.
That is Delaney's first personal foul. Matt Taphorn with his first free throw, and he missed it. Redbirds leading by 10, and he gets his second one down. There's Matt's first points in the season. 15:15 to go. Redbirds by 11, 45-34. Jet scoots inside, lays it off, and it's taken right out of his hand by Hollifield. And Hollifield had all ball. Let's see if we can pick it up. Now, Tony just simply grabbed it away from Willie Jet. Watch this. Just literally stripped him of it. And they call Tony with his first personal. Team foul number 4, by the way, on the Redbirds. And they say Jet was trying to shoot, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Willie Jet at the line for UIC. 2 shots.
There you see Randy Blair getting a talking to from head coach Bob Donewald. Jet's free throw is good. He now has 11 points. 3 3-pointers and 2 free throws. That's his first point this half, by the way, as head coach Bob Donewald surveys the scene. Second one is good. Redbirds by 9, 45-36, have been outscored by 9 points so far this half. Stolen away from Taphorn. Eddie Hall scores. And the Redbirds are having trouble getting on track. 45-38, lead by 7. Led by 18 at half. Roberts. Blair will be coming back in next chance he gets. Now to Peterson. Baseline, cut off, takes the jumper, good. Cliff with 12. He has 4 this half. Redbirds back up by 9, 47-38. 14 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Willie Jet with the basketball. Stolen by Hollifield. And he is fouled by Jet. Well, I'll tell you, it's amazing what a little bit of anticipation and a little bit of effort will get you. Tony saw the pass coming, anticipated it, then it had enough gumption to dart in there and take it away as he created the 10th turnover on the part of the Flames. Got himself another steal.
Number 44 is in the lineup. He replaces Ed Hall.
Thought I had Tony for a steal in the first half, but officially he did not have one. 47-38, Redbirds by 9. Sonny Roberts with the basketball. Now to Jackson. To Hollifield. Blair. Roberts, who came in for Chaplin. Ellaby is now in there for Flames, and Blair on the drive is fouled. I think they said he was fouled before the shot. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Watch Blair take him to the bucket. Take Delaney to the bucket. Sees the angle, goes for it, and it was on Delaney. Delaney now has 2. Team foul number 5. Inbounds pass to Blair. Goes to Jackson. Now to Roberts. To Blair. The Redbirds will set it up again. To Roberts. No, Jackson, then Roberts. Roberts in the lane. He got clumped, but rebound by Hollifield, and he is fouled by Johnson. I have Johnson for 4. That means they're 2 big men. Chambers and Johnson both have 4. Chambers sits the bench and will get up to come back in. Watch this. Shot by Roberts, and then Tony got fouled from behind. Went up strong with it, got good position with the body, protected himself with his own body, and drew the foul.
45, Tony
Hollifield, 4 out of 8 in the first half from the free throw line. Has 2 coming his way. And got the first one. 17 points. Going for 18. Averaging just about 13 a game. Matter of fact, smack dab on 13. Missed that one. Peterson rebounds. And the Redbirds will try it again. Roberts to Blair. To Jackson. And a foul inside. Foul is on Ellaby. His first. I think we're in the bonus.
Foul is on 44, Darrell Ellaby. That's his second. It's 1-1.
1-1 bonus. Cliff Peterson will go to the line. Did not go there the first half. And this season, pretty good free throw shooter at 73%. Got his first one. 13 points for Cliff. Referee having a talking to Chambers. Probably Roberts, too. And Chambers came off with the rebound. 49-38, Redbirds by 9. 13 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the game. Willie Jett. And a foul inside on Roberts. I think they were laying for Sonny that time down the court. See if we can see this on the replay where it occurred. Sonny Roberts on the inside. Well, we're a little bit high up. No, we really can't see it. But Sonny looked like he was trying to fight him, beat Chambers to the blocks up top, the high post, and got called for the foul. Inbounds pass. Knocked away by Jackson. It'll belong to the Flames again. Runge. Delaney, inside of 13 minutes. Ellaby. Lob pass inside to Chambers. Chambers now at 7. That's Ricky Jackson on the right wing. Hollifield inside and scores. 19 points for Tony. Redbirds back by 11, 51-40. Runge to Chambers, working on Roberts, and lofted one from underneath and scored his 9th point. 51-42. Roberts to Jackson. Peterson out of Sonny. Redbirds trying to punch it inside still. Peterson backing his way in. Gets it out to Sonny. They'll let Jackson quarterback now. Swing it around to Peterson by himself. He'll take the jumper from there. Good. 15 points for Cliff. Redbirds by 11. And a foul called up high on Chambers. He's gone. Chambers called with the block. Watching the left-hand screen, Chambers just edges right into him and called for his 5th personal foul, and he's disqualified. He leads the basketball game with 9 points. And 4 field goals and 1 free throw. And a 1-1 bonus in effect, and I believe Jackson will go to the free throw line, unless it was Randy Blair instead. But I thought it was Ricky Jackson that was the one picked off. 11 minutes, 27 seconds to go. It is Ricky Jackson. Did not go there the first half. And for the season, 8 out of 9. 8 out of 10, Hollifield rebounds. Now to Roberts. Randy Blair. Double team. Splits it, then Peterson. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson. Roberts. Jackson had a knock back to him by Jet. Goes to Peterson. Pulls up. Jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound. Fought for. Finally knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Flames.
Dave Amelsberger reports to the scores table.
53-42. Redbirds by 11. 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Triple team. Almost had it taken away by Peterson. Back to Hall in the wing. Out of Jet. Johnson. Runge. Johnson to Hall. Stops and fires over Blair. Doesn't go. Rebound Peterson. Good defense that time on the part of the Redbirds. Ricky Jackson went to the baseline, nowhere to go, and threw it through Hollifield's hands. And a timeout called with 9 minutes and 49 seconds showing on the clock. Redbirds have an 11-point lead, 53-42. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable. 9 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Redbirds have an 11-point lead, 53-42.
Al, coming up Tuesday, December 22nd, it's Cobra. Sylvester Stallone is an unconventional super cop who's tracking down a serial killer in Los Angeles with the help of Bridget Nielsen, the only surviving witness. That's Tuesday, December 22nd at 7 o'clock, only on Cinemax. Al?
Thank you, Jay. The Redbirds up by 11 points. They come out with Blair and Jackson at the guards. Roberts, Hollifield, and Peterson on the front line. The Flames go with Jet and Hall, along also with Ellaby, Runge, and Johnson. Top scorer Chambers has fouled out of the game. That's Johnson with the basketball to Ellaby. Now Johnson trying to get by Roberts, does so and scores. Johnson with 6 points this half, 12 for the game, but he also has 4 personal fouls. Redbirds by 9. 9.5 minutes to go. Ricky Jackson. To Hollifield. Lobbed it down to Peterson. Back to Tony. Now to Roberts. Flipping it to Jackson. To Peterson. Now Jackson, bounce pass intended for Hollifield, but Runge hustled after it, got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Jackson will throw the ball in bounds. Number 43 you see there. Immediately comes into Blair, and they swing it around to Roberts. Baseliner by Jackson, good. Ricky Jackson now with 4 points to this half. Johnson with the basketball. Redbirds again by 11. It's been at 11-9 for about the last 5 minutes. Hall. Johnson. Jet. Now to Runge, who shuffled his feet, but they didn't see it. On a turnaround, Runge gets his first 2 points, I believe. Yes. Redbirds again by only 9. Led by 19, or rather 18 at half. Randy Blair to Jackson, to Roberts. Had the jumper, now he'll take it, and it doesn't go. .805 now to go. Cliff Peterson in your screen there played a pretty good ball game, has 15 points and a host of rebounds.
Birds still keeping up the good shooting, 60% and 52% for U of IC, so they're coming back after a dismal first half of shooting. Rebounds almost even. The Birds have 5, and turnovers just about even also. 10 for the Birds, 11 for U of IC.
4,666 fans here this afternoon as the Redbirds look to even up their schedule at 3-3, currently 2-3 on the campaign. U of I Chicago is at 2-5 coming into the game. And as we mentioned before, have what is touted as the 8th toughest schedule in Division I in the country. 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Delaney working on Blair, almost had it stolen. To Willie Jett. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson fakes Roberts, goes inside, doesn't score, and gets called for the foul. Roberts with 3, 4.
Foul at 44, Sonny Roberts, his 4th. 7.
Let's see if we can pick up where that foul occurred. Watch Sonny Roberts go in the air. From this angle, difficult to say where he got him from.
For UIC.
From where I was sitting, it was difficult to find out where he got it.
It was a light one.
Ticky-tack foul. Johnson at the free throw line. 7 out of 12 coming into the game at 58%.
Substitution for the Red
Has 13 points with that free throw.
He replaces Sonny Roberts.
In the first half, Johnson did not score a free throw. In fact, did not go to the free throw line. So he's 1 out of 1 from there. Now 2 out of 2. And I'll tell you, we are at 55-48, 7 points. That is danger territory. There you see Mark Zwart talking with Sonny Roberts. Mark, one of the full-time assistant coaches this year, of course, spent 4 years in the Redbird uniform. One of the stronger-willed players that ever came through this basketball program, doing an exceptional job as assistant coach, along with Anthony Jones, I might add, who's been with the program again for several years and also spent himself 4 years in the uniform for the Redbirds. So both of those young men will not feel like young men when the season's over. No, that's not what I said. Both of those young men well aware of what the program is all about when they came into the coaching ranks. Of course, if you watched the games last year, you'll realize that Mark sat by my side last year for these games and also directed some games on occasion. Foul was on Eddie Hall, his 3rd. So Ricky Jackson goes to the free throw line where he is 0 for 1 this game. 8 for 10 out of the season. Has 5 points. 7:01 to go, 56-48, 8-point lead again by the Redbirds. Second free throw coming. And he hits that one. 57-48. 6:55 now and counting. Runge. Skip past Delaney. Three-point jumper doesn't go. Taphorn rebounds right over Runge. That's about as clean a pick as you'll see. Taphorn to Jackson. Redbirds can go up by 11 again. Peterson. Coleman back in the lineup for Sonny Roberts. Peterson has the basketball. Taphorn to Peterson. Wheels on Johnson. Banks it. Doesn't get it. Not a Willie Jet. Runge to Delaney to Jet. Three-point range doesn't go. Rebound Coleman. Tony Hollifield up off the bench, maybe coming in for Cliff Peterson, who might be a little tired. Cliff has seen a lot of action and has really been up and down the court a lot of times, and it can wear on you. Jackson's jumper, good. He has 8 points, 3 field goals. Redbirds by 11 again, 59-48. Johnson working on Coleman and doesn't get it. Rebound, Peterson. To Blair. Sysom will come in for the Flames when he gets the chance. You can see them both on the far end of your screen, Sysom and Hollifield. Inside is Peterson, and he scores on a quick move. He has 17, and a foul is called. It may be on Johnson. If that's on Johnson, that's 5. And a timeout is called with 5:21 to go. The Redbirds lead. We'll take a look at the foul as we leave. There's the foul. Either Runge or Johnson, whichever way it occurred. But at any rate, the Redbirds now have back up to a 13-point lead. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable. 61-48 with 5:21 to go in the game. Redbirds have a 13-point lead.
Since the ISU students don't return to campus till January 9th, you can get good courtside tickets to see the Redbirds take on J.D. Barnett's Tulsa Golden Hurricane on January 8th at Horton Fieldhouse. Game time, 7 o'clock. Get tickets calling their athletic office at Horton Fieldhouse, 438-8000.
There you see head coach Bob Donovan talking it over with one of the referees. Not sure what they're talking about. The Flames are still in a huddle. May have called another timeout. So at any rate, the Redbirds are in their own huddle again. Now the referee going over to talk to the official score. They did, according to the scoreboard, call that last foul on Johnson. That means 5 personal fouls. He is out of the game. So the top 2 scorers, Chambers and Johnson, both with 5 fouls, and hopefully Steve Adams will come up with a explanation.
Of Johnson, and now this is the charge timeout for Illinois Chicago. Illinois Chicago has 1 timeout remaining.
There's the explanation from Steve Adams, the public address announcer. Extra time was taken because of the fouling out of Johnson, and then they officially called a timeout. So that 2 timeouts in a row charged to U of I Chicago. Now Cliff Peterson will go to the free throw line. $5:21 to go in the game.
Now the substitution, 45.
Peterson will sit down with 18 points. I do have to wonder if Cliff had been getting tired. Tony Hollifield back in the ball game. Tony has 19 and Cliff has 18. That's a pretty even distribution of an exchange of a bench player for a guy on the court. Stolen by Taphorn. And he's called for standing on the out-of-bounds line. I thought Matt was going to come up with his first bucket of the 1987-88 campaign. There you see the senior from Pekin, Illinois. Redbirds by 12. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Jet working on Jackson. Fakes a couple of times. Shoots over Jackson, doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Runge with a rebound. Back up and scores. Boy, that's some tough cooking in there that time. Runge comes up with his 4th point. Randy Blair to Ricky Jackson. Boy, he had some slack and didn't take it. To Matt Taphorn. Lob that goes to Coleman. His short jumper scores. Coleman with 5.
They're doing a little better, U of IC, now from the field goals. They've got 50% now. No one's doing much from the free throw line tonight. 54% for the Birds, 42 for U of IC Flames.
I noticed that they have Illinois State 4 out of 8 from the 3-point range. I think that's really 0 for 2. They must have switched those around a little bit.
That's wishful thinking, I think, right now.
Yes. Tony Hollifield threw the ball away, and Peterson will get back up and come in. 64-50, Redbirds by 14.
He replaces Gerard Coleman.
Gerard Coleman will sit down. Four minutes to go. Jet with the basketball. To Delaney. On Taphorn. Faked a couple of times. Shoots, doesn't get it. Rebound Peterson. Now to Randy Blair. Cliff Peterson. Have not seen John Pemberton this half. John had 4 buckets in a row in the first half for himself for 8 points.
His second.
As a matter of fact, it was 4 out of 4 from the field. And again, did get a nice assist from Hollifield on one of those. Got a nice assist from Chambers on another one that I remember. But still played fairly well that first half. Has not seen action this half. Peterson with the free throw. Peterson with 19. Taphorn out of the game again with 3:41 to go. Redbirds by 15, 35 or 65 to 50. A lot of times, a player will be sitting on the bench, and it's not because he played badly. It's just that the guys out there on the floor are playing so well that you don't want to get them off. If you mesh some people together, you like to keep that going, and that might be the case why John Pemberton has not seen action this half. Everybody's playing fairly well, fairly steady. Taphorn back in.
Taphorn replaces Coleman.
3.5 minutes to go now. Redbirds by 16, led by 18 at half, so have been outscored here in this half by 2. That's Randy Blair to Jackson. Now to Peterson to Blair. Peterson fouled from behind by Runge. Sysom, excuse me. His third. Now 32. Sysom, a starter in this game.
No basket.
You'll watch this feed into Peterson, and Sysom tried to come over and wrapped an arm around him. So Cliff will go to the free throw line. 18 points for Cliff. Well, I have him for 20, so we'll have to figure out where I went wrong on that one. I have him 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. And now 5 and 8 buckets. We'll figure it out. 21 points or 20, whichever one of us is correct. 68-50, Redbirds by 18 again. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Hall, stolen by Hollifield, picked up by Peterson. Tried to hit Hollifield, and Hollifield fouled by Willie Jett.
Illinois Chicago foul on number 12, Willie Jett, his third.
Watch Peterson try to almost backhand this one after Hollifield steals it. Watch this play right here. And just when it was passed to Tony, Hollifield was tripped and fell. There's no way he is going to get it. Instead, he'll get a chance at a 1-on-1 bonus. There you see Bob Halberg, first-year coach for U of IC. Came from Chicago State. 2:58 to go. Tony Hollifield at the free throw line, trying for 20 points. I have him for 20 right on the button. Matter of fact, 6 from the free throw line. Here comes another one. He's got 21 points for Tony Hollifield. Redbirds with their largest lead. It's 70-50. Runge to Sysom, blocked by Peterson, and he's called for the foul. Cliff's second foul. Cliff comes over to help out. Matter of fact, looks like he has just the right idea right here, but they said he got him with the body as he came over maybe a little bit too late. But that's a tough bind to be in. On help side, don't know if you should come down too soon. If you're guarding a shooter on the other side, the skip pass, of course, in that particular situation, the man had to be a long way from the ball for Cliff not to be down in there a little bit closer. Sysom with the bucket, or the free throw, now has 2 points. The second one comes out, and Pemberton called with the foul. He has 3. So you have the tallest guy in the court and the shortest guy in the court going for the rebound, and Jet snuck in there somehow, and John went up for the rebound, and they said John fouled Jet.
1-1.
He was wrapped around him like a mink stole, and Donewald didn't like it.
Willie Jet now with 13 points. 3 3-point field goals. All in the first half. And he now has 5 free throws, 4 in the second half. Peterson to Hollifield. Now it goes to Jackson. U of I Chicago will start scrambling for the basketball now at the 2.5-minute mark, trailing by 17. Peterson. Blair. Jet with the foul. So they fouled Randy Blair in an attempt to send him to the free throw line. He's 5 out of 7. Here's the foul by Jet.
For the Flames, 22, John Baker.
Whacked Randy on the arm a couple of times. He has 4 fouls, Willie Jet does.
Willie Jet sits down.
As a matter of fact, all 4 fouls came in this half. 2 of the players for the Flames have already fouled out. That's Chambers and Johnson, their top 2 scorers. Randy Blair, 6 out of 8 from the free throw line of the season, comes up with his first point tonight. (71-53). Redbirds by 18 again. Delaney with the basketball. To Hall. Sysom. Stolen, knocked away by Hollifield. I think he jammed a finger, as a matter of fact, when he knocked it away. Boy, Tony's really been getting a lot of hands on the ball just through his effort. Randy Blair. Looked like he had an alley, but elected to bring it back out with this lead. Do not have to rush anything at 2 minutes to go. And leading by 18. 1:58 on the clock, and it's 71-53.
Coach George Girardi's Redbird wrestling team has its biggest home meet of the season, January 8th at Horton Fieldhouse. It's the Redbird Dual Tournament, and it starts at 1 p.m. Come out and see the high-intensity action of Redbird wrestling, Al.
Tony Hollifield sits down to 21 points in good hands from the crowd. Cliff Peterson at the free throw line, having for 23. And he missed that one. Hall with the rebound. 72-53. Redbirds by 19. Sysom. Traveling call. And he ran into a brick wall, too, when he ran into Pemberton.
35, Derek Stokes in for Illinois State.
Derek Stokes in the lineup for the Redbirds as Cliff Peterson sits down 23 points. There he gets the senior with 23 points, leading the Redbirds this afternoon. Another senior on the team, Tony Hollifield, sitting down with 21. So 44 of the 72 points scored by two individuals for Illinois State. Minute 45 to go. Pemberton on the inbounds pass. Had it stripped away by Delaney. Now tries for the three-pointer and hits it.
Delaney for 3 points.
That's his second three-pointer. There's Pemberton. John is very mobile for 6'9" and 225 or so. And as we mentioned, once he gets used to hauling that bulk around that he put on himself, before he leaves here, he's going to be a fairly decent ball player.
Foul on 22, John Mayhew, his second.
Mayhew with a foul, his second.
1-1.
Ricky Jackson goes to the free throw line.
Ricky Jackson at the line.
Bob Donoval with a 16-point lead, a minute 25 to go. Still coaching. Will not let up, and his philosophy is no matter who's in there, no matter how big the lead, he owes it to that player to coach them. Jackson missed the free throw. Delaney trying to work his way free again for another shot. Whoa! Ellaby with a circus shot. Randy Blair to Coleman. Way outside to Jackson. Now to Pemberton.
Foul on number 30.
1:01 now to go. Delaney with his third foul.
1-1 for John Pemberton.
John with a 1 bonus.
Bonus shot.
Now has 9 points. 4 out of 4 from the field in the first half. Second one coming up. It hit that one. 10 points for John. Shot doesn't go. Rebound is fought for, and finally Ellerby picks it up. Has Pemberton to contend with. Then goes outside to Derek Banks. Or Willie Banks, I should say. His first two.
Okay, Al, here's some television for you. Tuesday at 8:30 on HBO. That's December 22nd, Heartbreak Ridge, as his 24-year-old Marine Corps stint draws to an end. Gunnery Sergeant Tom Highway, played by Clint Eastwood, requests a reassignment to the unit where he began his career. The return reunites him with old friends and forces him to look back at his career. Eastwood also directed this one. It's Tuesday, December 22nd at 8:30 p.m. only on HBO.
And if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, that is one of those truly gritty type of movies.
It will make your day.
Speaking of making his day, Derek Stokes hit his first point as a Redbird. The freshman who is a walk-on from the football team. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Redbirds by 15 with 35 seconds to go. Hall. Foul by Coleman. Coleman with 3. At any rate, that movie with Clint Eastwood is typical Clint. He is about as gritty as any movie I've seen him in so far, although I haven't seen the whole thing, but a very good movie.
Ed Hall at the line.
Hall at the line. Has 5 points so far. Got the roll. 6 points now, 5 in this half. Only had 1 at the break. And he missed it, and Pemberton rebounds. And they're going to go after it. Well, at this rate, it will take forever.
Foul on 52, Willie Banks, his first.
Watch John go up strong and box off real well for this one. Matter of fact, Stokes bounced off of him a little bit. John's pretty strong. Not as strong as maybe like a Rick Lamb would have been several years ago. Rick, one of the strongest basketball players I have seen, and I will say this, in the 10 years that head coach Bob Dunaway has been here, is the strongest player that he has had. Boy, oh boy, John got the bounce on both of them.
Well, we were talking about movies. If you need some help making your movie-going decisions, then watch Film Speak, the movie review show, each Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Film Speak, only on Telecable Channel 10.
Out of bounds belongs to the Flames. For that last free throw by John Pemberton, rattled every which way but out.
That got every part of the basket.
Twice. Redbirds by 16. Delaney. Bank shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Coleman. And he is fouled. 13 seconds left. Well, the Redbirds led 41-23 at half, and it is now 77-61.
1-1 for Gerard Coleman.
Gerard Coleman facing the bonus. Again, some Redbird games coming up where there are some tickets left.
Yeah, there's still good tickets available for Tulsa and Wichita State. Tulsa's January 8th, Wichita State January 11th. You can call the athletic ticket office at 438-8000, and they'll be glad to help you out.
With the students not coming back for some time, that first game, January 8th.
There's still some good courtside seats left for that game.
Coleman with both free throws has 7 points this afternoon. 6 seconds left. This should be the last play of the game. Pemberton with the rebound. On the move with 1 second to go. And the ball game comes to a close. 79-61. We will take a break and come back and recap the scoring for you. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Redbird basketball on Telecable. There you see the final score. Redbirds 79-61. The Redbirds, who lost their 3 opening games of the season, also won 3 in a row. Even the record had 3 wins and 3 losses. 3 men in double figures, so 3 look wild for the Redbirds. As we saw a career high from Cliff Peterson, and also Tony Hollifield hit his 20s, and then another individual hit in the double figures for the first time is John Pemberton. So overall, the Redbirds playing really well the offensive end of the court.
They did start the second half and have real good. Lost some of their halftime lead, but as you can see by the final score, 79-61, got it all back. And some help off the bench. Rod Coleman had 7 points. Jackson 8, Ronnie Roberts had 5, and a few people had 1 point apiece. 2 big scores for the Flames. Derek Johnson, who fouled out late in the second half, had 14 points, as did their 3-point effort, Willie Jett.
As we mentioned before the telecast, rather Jeff Harris not seeing action in this game because of the flu. Matt Taphorn saw very little action, but when he got in there, he got his first point of the season on a free throw, and I think maybe 2 shots. I remember 1 for 3-point range. Overall, Matt not in there to try to score or do anything big, but really trying to get a seal. I thought this was a good game for him to do that. Redbirds had the 18-point lead at halftime, and ended up with the 18-point win. And it was a game for Matt to get back in, try to get a feel as well as the players themselves to try to get a feel for each other.
And I think Bob Donald can be happy that they ran up 79 points without any 3-point help at all from Harris.
Not any free throw here. Not only Harris, but you have Taphorn, who's a 3-point shooter at times, and Sam Sturridge, who have both been out because of injuries this year. Sam will not see any action at all, probably for the rest of the year with the knee operation. At any rate, Redbirds have pulled even at 3 wins and 3 losses. And this was the third in a row. At the same time, the Flames have dropped to 2-6 on the season. Again, the game for the Redbirds will be January 8th against Tulsa right here at Home Fieldhouse, the next home game, I should say. And then after that, it'll be Wichita State 3 days later on January 11th. And still tickets available for those games. So get on out to Home Fieldhouse, and those will be happens. And Redbirds open up, and we'll be going after some Missouri Valley Conference foes for the first time. They take on Bradley Tulsa. Again, the final score, 79-61. My 2 Jay Grove, who set up by providing some of the stats for us. Right now, for Jay, I'm Al Shepard saying so. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed having you with us.